Mac, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I didn't see many of those dogs around here. I used to raise English bulldogs, and I got out of that. And I thought, well, what's another odd dog I could get? Nobody else wants to fool with. And Lewis Terriers kind of.
Yeah.
I've not seen anybody with them.
I haven't either.
He's a smart dog.
I've got an old lab. He's about 15 years old. He's still he'll back and run for about 4 times and he gets tired.
Well, those our dogs eat the black ones. He's 15, and the brown one's 14. I've been with us since the beginning. Our first house back in the day.
We had a indoor dog. My wife gave it away while I was going. I came on. Where's the dog? I gave it away.
That is so
Friendliest of friends of God. I am difference maker. Oh, I am.
Oh, I can
Only one who speaks to him, and I am friendliest of friends of God.
I'm admiring the fireplace.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of fireplaces. I'm thankful we have it.
Well, today trying to watch trees and
Make sure to be respectful of your guys' time and those that, hey guys that have joined us online. Let me stop our music here. But I'm a stickler to try to be on time. That's one of my pet peeves. So all right, so we'll get started. And thank you guys for joining us online that are wherever you are out in the great intraweb. Thanks for joining us tonight. But basically what we're here to do tonight is just kind of give you an overview of AdvoCare and kind of who we are and what we do. Before Tony had talked to you about AdvoCare, had you ever heard about AdvoCare before?
I had, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, working at FedEx, I delivered.
Absolutely, seen a lot of boxes with FedEx. Sure.
I didn't see it as much, but then I started noticing it more.
Yep.
And I started asking questions. So.
Well, cool. And that's great. And we're glad that you guys are here tonight. But about 5 years ago, when we got started with AdvoCare, some friends of ours from high school had contacted us and asked us that same question. Hey, have you heard of AdvoCare before? And our answer was a resounding no. We had not heard about AdvoCare, even though at that time it was a 17-year-old company, been around a long time, debt-free, solid company, and we were a little intrigued. So what we want to do tonight is kind of touch on a couple of things. I like to look at AdvoCare kind of like an onion, and I like to be able to peel back those layers just so you can kind of see the bigger picture, because a lot of people associate AdvoCare with Spark. A lot of people know Spark and what Spark does and the feeling that they get from that. So we want to show that there's actually, more than just that with Spark. And like I said, as we kind of get started, we're gonna share some stories, and I kind of want to share our journey through AdvoCare with you guys as well. But like I said, AdvoCare has been around a long time. We're a 22-year-old company. We're a debt-free company. We're based out of Plano, Texas, so we're all right here in the United States. And when Charlie Regas, the founder of AdvoCare, came up with the idea of AdvoCare, he said that he wanted to create the world's finest nutritional products, because he saw this epidemic that was going on. Our country was just getting unhealthier and unhealthier, and he knew that the best way to help that was through supplementation, because people were just not eating the way that we needed to, and nor could we get the foods that we needed to. And so Charlie was not he was not a scientist. He didn't have any kind of medical background, but he knew that if he wanted to create the world's finest nutritional products, that he was going to have to get a team of people together to help him with that. and he brought on board our scientific and medical advisory board. It's got over 250 years of science that backs up the products, that formulates the products and puts them together. And so we can know without a shadow of a doubt that the products that we're using on a day in and day out basis are safe and effective. But Charlie wasn't so arrogant to think that, you know, these folks might not make a mistake. And so he said, you know what, if we're going to create and have the best products available in the marketplace, we want to go one step further, and we want to test our products. And so AdvoCare partnered with a company called Informed Choice. As you can see, there's a little green check mark right there. You guys online, see check mark? Informed Choice is an independent testing lab based out of London, England, that tests our products for banned substances and contaminants. And so with that, we know, knowing that we got that certification, that folks can use our products without any risk of testing positive for product, you know, banned substances or contaminants and all those kinds of things. And when you have that kind of credential, it attracts a lot of high-end athletes and endorsers. And so what I want to do is just kind of share with you a couple of our endorsers. And the first one I want you to hear from is our national spokesperson, Drew Brees. And he's been actually using our products for quite a while.
I would definitely say that AdvoCare has contributed to my success. Like I said, I've taken, for the length of time I've taken, and this has been since my second year in the NFL in 2002, it's something that I trust, and I truly see a result. I feel like I'm getting the most out of every workout. Not only, you know, pre-workout, but then post-workout, I'm doing everything I can to recover and to maximize what I just did, and the next day get up and feel like, you know, I'm a step ahead of the competition. And I'd say the informed choice aspect of, with all the AdvoCare products, you know that it's tested, you know that it's approved, you know, I can trust and have confidence in that everything I'm putting in my body is the best product. Certainly it's legal within the, you know, the rules of the NFL and all major sports. And so you feel like you're doing things the right way and you're getting an edge. And so what's better than that?
And I love that Drew Brees says that, you know, that he's using the products and he's doing it the right way and he's getting the edge. And that means a lot. And that's why, you know, we have a lot of endorsers that trust AdvoCare products. Another one that I love to share because he's a little bit of a local boy. You can just kind of see here some of our big name endorsers, but I love sharing Rich because he's right here local.
I'm Rich Froning, four-time Reebok CrossFit Games champion. Being a champion is, you know, it's what I work for every day, and it's a lot of sacrifice, but it's part of it, and it's fun to be a champion. Usually my morning consists of Spark, Arginine Extreme, and then Mass Impact, and then I usually throw a scoop of Rehydrate, so it's quite a mix in the morning. And then at night I'll take the nighttime recovery, and then competition, the O2 Gold if it's going to be a longer event and a more cardiovascular taxing event, and then Muscle Fuel if it's going to be a shorter event. Especially with the O2 Gold and the Muscle Fuel in competition, it was almost unfair the way it felt. It just felt better. Everything felt easier. Recovery is huge in what we do. If you can't recover, you can't compete. At the games, you're doing 3 or 4 events a day. Recovery is key. It's cool to be a part of a company that is stands for the same stuff I do, and get to be involved with athletes. So it's cool.
Again, Rich is a local boy, but he's been using our products through all of his CrossFit career, which is pretty incredible because those guys get tested regularly and stringently. They're tested. And again, you know that the products are safe and effective. And so with AdvoCare, if we didn't have the best products available in the marketplace, if we didn't have quality, if we didn't have efficacy, if we didn't have, you know, credibility, we wouldn't have anything. And so a lot of these folks trust the same products that you and I take and can take every day. So what I like to do now is just kind of, we've talked about the who we are, you know, kind of piece of AdvoCare, kind of give you some of that background. What I want to touch on now is some of the products that we have to offer, as well as, you know, share some a few more success stories. And actually, Casey is going to step in and talk about some of our products.
Sure. Okay. Well, what we're going to talk about, you guys, make sure everybody can see, is the 24-day challenge. And I'll tell you that not everybody starts AdvoCare with the 24-day challenge, but 8.5 to 9 times out of 10, they start with the 24-day challenge. And we've got over 75 different products, so there's definitely a right fit for everybody, but most people are looking for 2 main things physically. What are those 2 things? Anybody know? Weight loss. And more energy, right? That's why Spark is so popular, because people want a great source of energy. And so that's what the 24-day challenge helps to do. But really, it's not a weight loss program per se. It's a get healthy program. The side effect is whatever your body needs. Now, for me, I needed to lose weight. I wanted to lean and tone. I wanted to trim up. Started out as an 8'10", finished up a few months later as a 2'4", size 2'4", maintained that for 5 years now outside of pregnancy. TJ had a little bit more weight that he wanted to lose. And so we actually got started on the exact same products. I had a small weight loss goal, he had a larger weight loss goal, but the exact same products were going to give us those results. My friend Angela didn't need to lose an ounce. She wanted to just help with lean muscle mass. Started with the exact same products. And so here's what a typical 24-day challenge looks like. The first 10 days is what we call the cleanse phase. It is gentle and uneventful. It is good fibers, healthy probiotics into your gut, getting rid of the gunk and grime that builds up in there that really doesn't need to be in there, helping your body to better absorb the nutrition that you're giving it. And so that's why we start with the herbal cleanse, because that's kind of getting to the root of the matter. Now, Omegaplex is going to be your helper product. This is a good fat. The good fats get the bad fats out of your system. And so really just there's a ton of health benefits from Omegaplex. In my opinion, everybody needs to be using this product, no matter what your health goals are. And then obviously we have Spark. Spark comes in 7 different flavors. It's 3 to 5 hours of level, sustained energy and mental focus. And so you're not going to get that hyper and crash feeling. It's going to sweep the cobwebs from your mind. You're going to be able to focus, and you're going to have that, okay, I can get through this kind of feeling. Whether you're at home or whether you're at work or at the gym, Spark is going to be a huge helper for you. Now, every 90 days, we're going to go through the cleanse, and you're going to know when it's time. I start craving chocolate. TJ starts thinking about Dr. Peppers that he hasn't had in 5 years. And when those thoughts come into our mind, we know, okay, look at the calendar. How long has it been? It's usually been 90 days. It's time to go through another cleanse. And so that is just a staple in our life. This is everyday life, day in, day out. Second phase of the 24-day challenge, the last 14 days, is what we call the max phase. You are going to continue on that Spark, obviously. Once you start drinking Spark, you're not going to want coffee, soda, tea, because you're going to feel so much better on Spark. But you're going to have your daily vitamin regimen, basically. M&S comes in 3 different formulas, 3 C or E. The person that invited you to hear more tonight is going to help you figure out which one is right for you. But they're all going to provide core nutrition, energy, and help with your appetite. You know, I started out on the 3, which focuses on nutrition. A few years in, actually, I switched to the C because I wanted a little bit more help with my appetite. And so you can definitely switch around and figure out which one that you like the best. The meal replacement shakes, that's breakfast. And I'll tell you why it's breakfast. Not because we believe in a shake diet, because we don't. But this is a perfect breakfast. This is 24 grams of slow digesting carbs, not like your bowl of cereal or your bagel. It's 24 grams of the best quality protein that you're going to find on the market. And so that protein is going to hit your system, and it's going to get to work helping to nourish your body and your muscles and give you everything basically that you need. It's super simple. Nobody has time first thing in the morning to whip up an egg white omelet with fresh vegetables and fresh fruit and all that kind of stuff. And so you just mix up your shake, drink it on the way to work, drink it on the way to taking the kids to school, and you've got a perfect breakfast. That's the core of the 24-day challenge as far as the max phase is concerned. Now, what we did from day one, we customized ours, and everybody can customize their 24-day challenge however you want, but we added in Catalyst. Catalyst is what we call your non-optional add-on because it protects lean muscle mass. If you want to not only lose weight, but you want to lean, tone, you want to really get that great fit look, then you're going to take Catalyst every single day, a couple of times a day like we do. ThermoPlus is another great helper product. If you want to just take your results from here to here, then you're going to add ThermoPlus. That's going to help to boost your metabolism. It's going to help your body to burn more calories. Another thing that we did was we threw in an extra box of shakes. Because we wanted to shake every day for breakfast during our 24-day challenge. They taste great. You can choose from 4 different flavors. So I like to get all 4 flavors and just alternate every few days, and so you can definitely do that too. But that is the core of the 24-day challenge. A lot of people say, you know, okay, am I going to get to eat with this? I mean, you guys saw TJ earlier. He's a big guy. He likes to eat. Yes, you get to eat 3 meals, 3 snacks each day. Normally the complaint I hear is what? What was the first thing you said, Keisha?
I don't remember.
You said
a lot. So.
I have a hard time eating this much
Yes.
because we are constantly wanting you to fuel your body. That's what your body needs. And so, yes, you get to eat. Do you get coaching? Absolutely, yes. These products come with a voice. They are not like the products that you purchase at, you know, XYZ vitamin store. You're not going to call the guy behind the counter the next day and say, hey, how do I do this? Or can I take that? Guess what? AdvoCare, you've got a coach. You can call us up. You can ask questions anytime. You've got incredible online resources. There's an app on your phone if you have a smartphone. I mean, AdvoCare is taking out every single obstacle, and we know that the products work. You take the products correctly, you take them consistently, and they're going to work every time. As I mentioned, for us, it's been 85 pounds lost. And kept off for the past 5 years, because how many people do you know that they lose weight but they don't keep it off? Well, AdvoCare is definitely more of a permanent solution. So what I want to do is I actually want to share some stories. I hate to walk across like that because I want you to hear how the products work, not just taking our word for it. First, we're going to start with the skeptic, because a lot of people come as a skeptic.
When I started taking AdvoCare products, I felt like a completely different person. And that's one of the things that really motivated me to continue using products for so long. I knew that there was something in my diet or in my lifestyle that was missing, and AdvoCare filled that void. Currently, I'm the director for a weight management laboratory, and I see a lot of people who come in who are overweight, who are telling me I have no energy, I need to lose weight, they just don't feel right, they don't feel like themselves. You know, they remember what they used to feel like, and I don't experience that anymore since I've been using AdvoCare, and I'm thrilled. I think that people at any age should be using supplements. There are very few people who actually meet the recommended daily allowance for nutrients, micronutrients throughout the day. Very few. A lot of boomers believe that it's too late for them to make any significant changes in their lifestyle, and that is absolutely not true. You can get good results with diet and exercise, but I don't think you can really get the best results with diet and exercise alone. There's no reason why somebody who's in their 50s or 60s can't at least improve their condition in terms of their diet, their health, and their exercise. And supplements can absolutely play a huge part in speeding that progress along and giving them a lot of benefit for the rest of their life.
So I love Dr. Miller's story because you hear how strongly he believes in AdvoCare products. But what you don't know is that he came to AdvoCare as a huge skeptic. He basically got started on product because a friend of his introduced him to AdvoCare, and he said, you know, I'm going to take it. You know, I don't think it's really going to do anything. Well, he got phenomenal results. He was already eating clean. He was already exercising. All he did was plug in the products, and he found that missing piece of the puzzle. And now, obviously, he is a huge believer. I want you to hear our friends Jared and Liz's story next.
I started with the 24-day challenge. I lost 6 pounds and dropped a pant size in 24 days. I continued on products, and I've lost a total of 28 pounds.
It was actually easier than anything that we've ever tried before, and we just followed the guide, and it worked.
I was really desperate for anything to work because I had tried so many different things, and it wasn't that I hadn't lost weight before, it was that I hadn't kept it off. And so I was looking for something that would literally change our lifestyle, to bring in smarter choices, while the first 24-day challenge was breaking a lot of bad habits I had built in my daily routine, but it also was building new habits that I could sustain over time.
I started with the 24-day challenge. I lost 7 pounds in 24 days, and I continued on the products. I lost a total of 40 pounds. I went from a size 36 to a size 32, and I've been able to keep it off ever since.
So really, we could go on and we could share story after story after story. You know, AdvoCare has been around now for 22 years. Our products work. If they didn't work, we wouldn't be around. You saw Dr. Miller, who is the baby boomer generation. You saw Jared and Liz. You know, you saw a man and a woman both get incredible results. And that's the thing with AdvoCare, is that every person, no matter what your goals are, no matter where you are in life, can come to AdvoCare and you can get results on the product. And it's something that we're passionate about. We've been doing it for 5 years. We can't wait to keep doing it for years to come. And so basically, the next decision that you need to make is, you know, where's your fit in AdvoCare? We're going to bring that in. You can decide if you are a 0, a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'm going to let TJ kind of fill in those blanks for you.
Awesome, thank you. Well, you can't really, let me adjust the camera here just so you can see these a little bit better. When we talk about AdvoCare, one of the things that a question I typically ask very early on is, what do you think the 2 key areas that people struggle with on a daily basis in their lives? You'd probably say health, you know, it revolved around weight or health or something, and the other piece would be finances. And so what we've done is we've talked about the health part of AdvoCare on the front side. What I want to do now is talk a little bit about the financial side and what and where your fit might be with AdvoCare. Because as you get started with AdvoCare, you can see that the products are what they say they are. Used consistently and correctly, the results will be there, and people start feeling better. Whether you're in your 50s or 60s, or whether you're 18 years old, you're going to get results, you know, from using the products. And people always like to find where they're fit, where they come in, and where they like to start with AdvoCare. And that choice is completely up to you. You can be what we call a 1 through 4, or you can be a 0. 0 is, okay, not right now, and that's okay too. We want to respect that, and we're never going to try to push anybody to anything. But when you have products like this, when you get spark into your body and you start feeling amazing, you're going to want to continue to do that. And other people are as well. And so some people just want to come to AdvoCare as a number 1, as a retail customer. A retail customer is somebody that is cool with paying full price for products. And that's okay, because we all go to stores and we buy things at a retail level, at a retail cost. And that's okay. But we almost, I like to say it's my moral obligation, because I feel like everybody, if they have the opportunity to save, I think it's my obligation to let them know that they can save. And so a lot of people will come as a number 2, as a wholesale customer. It's kind of like a Sam's Club or a Costco membership. One-time $79 fee automatically qualifies you for a 20% discount on all your products at a minimum from that point forward. You can actually grow your discount up to 40%, however you want to, whenever you want to. But you also get almost $60 in free products that AdvoCare sends you, a box of Spark and a box of Slam that you'll get, that you can use and incorporate or share with your friends, you know, and family. But they also set you up with your own website, a place that you can go and log on securely at your own home, order your products, and get them when you want them, when you need them, without anybody ever calling you and hassling you about anything. Because with AdvoCare, since we are a debt-free company, there is no auto ships, there is no monthly minimums, there is no quotas. It truly is like Sam's Club or Costco. If you need toilet paper or paper towels, you go get toilet paper and paper towels, and they don't call you and ask you, hey, why have you not ordered? And that's the same with AdvoCare. And the third way, some people say, you know what, I'd like to make a couple $100 extra, you know, with AdvoCare. And that's where a distributor comes into play. Now, by default, as a wholesale customer, you're classified as a distributor. you don't ever have to distribute anything. You're never under any obligation to move any product in the marketplace. But, you know, if you are sitting here with a 20, 25, 30, or 40% discount on products, and somebody comes to you and says, man, I really like that Spark. Is there any way I could get some? You will happily sell them, you know, some Spark and get a, you know, and get your at a retail cost and get your discount, you know, for yourself and keep that as wholesale commissions. And so it's a nice way to earn a few hundred extra dollars. But what we saw the value in, because a distributor and an advisor, which is the fourth level, this is a person that kind of sees this business as maybe something a little bit more. The work is the same right here. Basically, there's not a lot of work to AdvoCare. It's just about sharing products with other people. And so as a distributor, you actually only earn income two different ways, and that's from wholesale customers or retail customers and wholesale customers. But from a business advisor standpoint, you've got a 40% discount for life. You start earning income 5 different ways. And that's what we saw with AdvoCare. We saw the opportunity. Number one, we felt amazing on Spark, and we wanted to make sure that we got it at a 40% discount for the rest of our lives. You know, that was a big piece of it. I like to joke and say that I love my wife for various reasons, but one reason is she won't pay full price for anything. And so we saw value in saving money off of the products that we were going to continue to use. But we also saw the opportunity to potentially build a business with AdvoCare. Our friends that had introduced us to AdvoCare had shared with us their successes and what they had seen and how they had grown, and where we were in our own lives. This, at first, when we first saw AdvoCare, maybe wasn't where we thought we would be, but we very quickly got to that advisor level. And so what I want to do is talk about that for a minute, because what happens when people get on product and start using product, they start getting great results, and people start asking the question, hey, what are you doing? You know, how are you doing that? And, you know, from an advisor standpoint, with us having a 40% discount on product and earning income multiple different ways, it was easy to share. But the cool thing is we didn't have to necessarily go out and do it on our own. Our friends were there to help us every step of the way. They said, hey, number one, this advisor level is risk-free, money-back guarantee on any unopened, unused product if you decide that you don't want to go that route. But also, we're going to be here with you. We're not going to just throw you to the wolves. And so they started to explain a little bit of what that advisor level would look like. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys, what a business might look like with AdvoCare. Because as a business advisor, we're just going to imagine for a minute that we're all business builders in this room. We're looking to make a little bit extra income, you know, that $500, $600, $700, $1,000, $4,000, $20,000, $150,000 a month. You know, it's all possible with AdvoCare because there's very much evidence of that. But it all starts here. And the ways that we earn income through AdvoCare are simply this. If you're at a 40% discount on products and somebody comes to you and says, hey, I would love to buy some Spark from you. Well, if they buy $100 worth of Spark, you basically paid $60 for it, and you sell it for $100, you've made $40 off that $100 sale. And so that's what's called retail profits. Now, somebody else may come to you as you're an advisor, and they say, I love this stuff. You can't hardly see me. You're looking at my belly, so sorry. I'm gonna move this back. Let's shift this. Sorry, folks out in Neverland.
Hold it for you.
Vanna, would you like to hold this? No, I think that'll work.
Yeah,
that'll work. So the second way is as a wholesale commission. And so here's how that works. If you're at a 40% discount and somebody comes to you and says, you know what, I like the idea of being a wholesale customer, of saving some off of the products. Well, you can get them signed up as a wholesale customer, and they'll save anywhere from 20 to 30% off the products. And whatever the difference is between their discount level and your discount level, you'll earn. So, for instance, just for an example, if you're at a 40% discount level, somebody comes in at a 25% discount level, and they order that same $100 worth of product, well, you'll earn the difference between their discount and yours. In this case, it's 15%. So on a $100 sale, there's $15 of wholesale commission that you earn, which is really cool. You know, it's a good good stream, good two ways to earn income. And as a distributor, you can earn income that way. But with the power of AdvoCare comes in on the last three levels, the last three ways. These are considered residual incomes. These basically come into play as you're helping multiple people get started and get results with product, and it comes in the form of overrides and leaderships. I'm not going to necessarily dig into those right now, just to be respectful of time. But if you have those questions after we wrap up, I'd be absolutely happy to show you how those work. But one thing I do want to touch on is the fifth way, is through the incentives and the bonus structure. AdvoCare has an awesome rookie bonus program that's out right now, and basically you get to advisor, you do these few little things, and you earn $500 right off the bat. We actually had a friend of ours said, you know what, I'm going to do this advisor thing, and I want to earn income with that with AdvoCare. And so she put her friends to work, put us to work, introduced us to friends, and she earned her $500 rookie bonus in one day. So it's that simple. I mean, within a week or two, she had a $500 check in her hand. So I say that to get you to start thinking, what would an extra $500 do for you and your family today or tomorrow? It could happen, relatively that quickly. The second way outside the incentives is the trips, and the trips are absolutely amazing. I want to go back and show you real quick a little bit about some of the amazing incentive trips that AdvoCare has.
One thing about AdvoCare that I love is the fact that our incentive trips are always to phenomenal locations.
We've been able to travel a lot with AdvoCare. We've been to Italy and Hawaii and Greenbrier and Costa Rica.
I just think about some of the moments on these trips, the scenery, the views, the treatment.
It's top of the line, and you get just these gourmet meals. I mean, you definitely want to do a cleanse when you're done.
We live in a small town, and without AdvoCare, these opportunities would never be possible.
Definitely given us a chance to see places that we would not have seen.
The destinations are amazing, the accommodations are incredible, but it's the people that you're with, because you gain so much knowledge.
And just get a wide variety of opinions, tips, and pointers that you don't normally get a chance to in your own city.
We were in that incentive trip, and it was just life-changing because we were able to go there and talk to people who were successful and hear their story and see that, what they were doing was doable. It was actually, achievable.
And there's something unique about it when each time you meet these people, you get filled up with leadership characteristics and positivity that make yourself better, but you're doing it from the beaches of Hawaii, you're doing it from your cruise ships, you're doing it from zip lines in Costa Rica.
We get to really just spend time together and have fun and learn from each other and just grow that bond and relationship that makes AdvoCare so special. And going on trips without AdvoCare people is not the same anymore. I would much rather travel with AdvoCare people.
It just allows you to meet so many champions and to want to become more and to do so much more for other people.
So come go with us on the next incentive trip.
We'll never miss one again.
We will never miss another trip.
Well, we can absolutely tell you that if you didn't recognize that beautiful little blonde lady on the video, that was Casey. That was when we were in Venice with AdvoCare. We've been fortunate to earn some trips. We've actually kind of got a memory wall over here of all the places that we've been able to go with AdvoCare. And the neat thing is that it's not just, hey, you earn a trip and you get there however. I mean, it's 5-star all the way. They fly you in, they get you there, they treat you like royalty. It's absolutely amazing. Well, wanted you to hear about our friends Ryan and Ashley's story right here in Middle Tennessee and what they've seen from a business standpoint.
I truly believe everybody recommends something every day. And so when I looked at AdvoCare, the things I was recommending to people, they weren't paying me. And so when AdvoCare started paying me to share something that gave people hope, that was changing my life from the inside out, but also just changing the inside of our four walls. I mean, that money that we are making with AdvoCare, I mean, it represents, you know, $30,000 in debt gone. It represents time with my husband, because those two boys, when they wake up in the morning, they want a mom and dad. They want to create memories. They want to play. They want quality time, and we weren't providing that for them. And so now we're moving forward. We're setting goals, and we're providing that opportunity for them.
I love that you'll hear this if you're around AdvoCare for any length of time, that you'll hear that it's not all about the money with AdvoCare. There's a lot of more intangible things that can happen when you do see, and income does help alleviate some stress. What I want you to do is kind of start dreaming a little bit, start thinking a little bit. I asked you a minute ago, what would an extra $500, in your family look like? And we're actually required to show this. And this is a little bit older one. I don't know if everybody out there can see that. If you can take a screenshot, take a screenshot. But anyways, what I like to do is I want you to know what's possible with AdvoCare. I'm not about to try to impress you or anything like that, but I just want you to know what the possibilities are. What AdvoCare has done for us personally, yeah, we've been on some great trips. We actually completely funded our second son's adoption, a $20,000+ adoption through AdvoCare in a matter of about 10 months. We now average between $15,000 and $18,000 a month with AdvoCare. What that's enabled us to do in our house is eliminate over $155,000 worth of debt. That is a huge stress reliever off of a family. We've gone on some amazing trips, and I don't say that to impress you. I say that to impress upon you that there is some possibility here, because when you have products that work like this, when product is moving in the marketplace, there is opportunity. We've actually been fortunate enough to reach this 9-star Emerald leadership level in AdvoCare, doing this part-time, a very part-time basis, for 4.5 of our years. And, the average income of somebody at our leadership level is a little over $275,000 a year. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought 5 years ago, when we started taking Spark, that was possible. But it truly is. And maybe that's bigger than what you think your vision might be. But what would an extra $1,000 a month look like in your family? We've got a lot of friends that's where they've started. They've said, you know what, an extra $1,000, and we're helping people all the time reach this silver leadership level. And really, that doesn't mean anything. The term doesn't mean anything. It just means helping people find their fit, finding what their best fit in AdvoCare is, whether that's from a product standpoint, whether that's weight loss, whether that's energy, whether that's sports performance, or if it's somebody that says, yeah, you know what, I do need a plan B. I need something else, because I'm never guaranteed tomorrow at my job. We've got a lot of debt. I'm having to work 3 or 4 jobs, whatever that looks like. We're not telling people, hey, you need to stop what you're doing and start AdvoCare full time. We help you grow this thing, on a part-time basis, so that it can relieve some stress, so that you can have time. Time is a big piece. It's a big key. And so you can have choices on down the road. And we love helping people do that. So my question to you, and into that, if money wasn't an object, what would your life look like? And if you got a plan to get to that place, awesome. If you don't, why not give AdvoCare a shot? Why not take a look at it? Because the neat thing about AdvoCare is they stand behind it 100%. We stand behind it 100%. And we're going to be here to help you every step of the way. So guys, again, I'm a stickler for time, and we're coming right up on the time when I wanted to kind of allot for this. Everybody that joined us online, thank you guys. If you've got additional questions about product or from the business side of things, please get back with the folks that invited you on this webinar, or contact us back directly. We'd love to help you out. Also, if you're thinking about this from a standpoint of a business, I'd love for you to log off from here and check out advisormovie.com, ADVISOR movie.com. Real quick presentation about what advisor might look like, what the business truly might look like. Great resource for you to check out. For those that are here, we're going to be sticking around for a little while. If you want to clean out your garage tonight, we got some more Spark, and we'll get you hooked up and set up and going. And so if you've got product or business questions, we're going to be here to fill those. So get up, stretch your legs, make yourself at home, and thank you guys for coming. And online, thank y'all for being here. Goodbye.